I bet you're throwing away hundreds of dollars every single month, and I'll bet you think you're being careful. You put the milk in the fridge door, you toss your potatoes in the crisper, and you let that giant pot of chili cool for hours before storing it. But what if I told you these habits are not just wrong? They're a complete disaster. You're not just wasting money, you're playing a dangerous game with your health. Today, we're not just sharing tips. We are exposing the most expensive and hazardous food storage myths you 100% believe. Let's start with the mistakes you're making the second you get home. Myth number 1. You must let hot food cool down completely before refrigerating it. This might be the single most dangerous piece of advice ever passed down in a kitchen. Everyone says it. It feels logical. You don't want to nuke the inside of your fridge with a blazing hot dish, right? But following this rule turns your dinner into a ticking time bomb. Here's the terrifying truth. Food left at room temperature for more than 2 hours is in the danger zone. This is the temperature range, between 40 and 140 degrees Fahrenheit, where bacteria throw a party and multiply like crazy. Leaving a big pot on the counter to cool slowly is like giving these germs a VIP invitation. Your modern fridge is a beast. It can handle the heat. The mission is to get food cooled down, fast. The pro move: ditch the giant pot. Divide leftovers into smaller, shallow containers to maximize surface area, and get them in the fridge immediately. Want to cool it even faster? Give the containers a quick ice bath. Don't hesitate. The moment you're done serving, that food's next stop is the fridge. Period. Myth number 2. The refrigerator door is the perfect spot for milk and eggs. Your fridge is lying to you. It has a built-in egg holder and a milk-sized bin right in the door, practically begging you to use them. Don't fall for the trap. The door is the absolute worst place for perishables. It's the warmest part of your entire fridge, getting blasted with room temperature air every single time you open it. This constant temperature roller coaster is brutal for milk and eggs. It makes your milk spoil way faster and ruins the quality of your eggs. The real VIP section for milk and eggs is on a middle or lower shelf, way in the back where it's consistently ice cold. Keep them in their original cartons for protection. So what belongs in the door? Condiments, sodas, butter, the tough stuff that can handle the temperature swings. Myth number 3. Storing bread in the refrigerator keeps it fresh. You paid $8 for that fancy loaf of sourdough, so you put it in the fridge to make it last. Congratulations, you just paid to turn your bread into a rock. Putting bread in the fridge doesn't stop it from going stale, it hits the fast forward button. Here's why. The science of bread staling is called starch retrogradation. As bread cools after baking, its starch molecules recrystallize and get hard. And guess where that process happens the fastest? You guessed it, at chilly refrigerator temperatures. The best way to store bread is at room temperature in a bread box. If you need it to last for more than a couple of days, your real best friend is the freezer. Freezing basically pauses the staling process completely. You can keep bread frozen for months, and it'll taste amazing right out of the toaster. Myth number 4. All fruits and vegetables should be stored the same way. We've all been guilty of this. You get home and everything, the apples, the lettuce, the bananas, the carrots, gets dumped into the same crisper drawer. This is a rookie mistake, and it's why your produce is dying so quickly. The secret assassin here is a gas called ethylene. Some fruits, like apples and ripe bananas, are super producers of ethylene. Other produce, like broccoli, carrots, and leafy greens, are incredibly sensitive to it. When you store them together, you are literally gassing your vegetables into rotting faster. Your apples are making your carrots bitter, and your bananas are making your lettuce wilt. You have to give them their own space. It's not a crisper drawer, it's a separation chamber. Okay, if you've already learned something that's going to save you money or prevent a food catastrophe, do me a favor and absolutely smash that like button. And if you want to keep busting myths that are costing you, subscribe right now. We have so much more to cover. Let's move from the counter to the cold because this is where the truly dangerous myths live. Myth number 5, cold storage kills bacteria. This is the one we absolutely have to get right. Believing this myth is like thinking you can stop a train by politely asking it to. Putting food in the fridge or freezer does not kill bacteria. It doesn't sterilize anything. Think of your freezer as a cryogenic prison. It doesn't execute the criminals. It just puts them in suspended animation. The moment you thaw that food, the bacteria wake up and start multiplying all over again, sometimes to even more dangerous levels. Freezing is for preservation, not purification. If the food was sketchy before you froze it, it's just as sketchy when you thaw it out. Myth number 6. Storing potatoes in the fridge is harmless. This one is a shocker, and the science is a little scary. For years, we've been told to keep potatoes out of the fridge, and now we really know why. It's because of a chemical with a nasty reputation: acrylamide. When you store potatoes in the cold, their starches convert into sugars. Later, when you cook those super sugary potatoes at high temperatures, like when you're frying, baking, or roasting them, those sugars can form acrylamide, a chemical that is considered a potential carcinogen. The best place for potatoes is somewhere cool, dark, and dry, like a pantry. This stops them from sprouting and prevents the starch-to-sugar conversion that can cause problems later. Myth number 7. Pantry staples last forever. Go to your pantry right now. I dare you to find the oldest thing in there. We all have a can of beans or a box of pasta from a different geological era. The myth is that if the package is sealed, it's immortal. Wrong. While many pantry items last a long time, their quality, flavor, and nutritional value can fall off a cliff. Ground spices lose their magic after about a year. Whole wheat flour contains oils that will go rancid. If you want to keep it long-term, store it in the freezer. The ultimate hack is first in, first out, or FIFO. When you buy new stuff, put it in the back. Move the old stuff to the front. This simple system ensures you use everything at its peak and stop wasting food. So, what are the game-changing takeaways? 1. Hot food goes into shallow containers and straight into the fridge within 2 hours. Don't wait. 2. Milk and eggs live in the back of the fridge, not the door. 3. Keep your potatoes out of the cold to avoid creating nasty chemicals when you cook them. If you remember one thing from this video, let it be this: old rules aren't always the right rules. Understanding the why, the science of bacteria, ethylene gas, and chemical reactions, is your superpower. It's what will help you waste less money and, most importantly, keep your food safe. Now, I have to know. What is the biggest, craziest food storage myth you've ever believed? Drop it in the comments below. I'm ready to be shocked. And if this was helpful, get ready for our next video on organizing your freezer like a pro. Thanks for watching.